Throughout my educational background, a lot of times it seems like I've been the poor kid in the rich neighborhood, but that's given me a lot of opportunity and a lot of perspective on economic issues, a lot of compassion for everybody, and in my legal career, I really strive to help low-income and poor people. So my job mostly now is a criminal defense attorney and a guardian ad litem in juvenile cases and abuse and neglect cases, working with children's services a lot of times. A lot of that has been focused on working on issues of poverty, social justice. It's good to provide people with choices and the ability to run, and the ability to know that the candidate is running because they want to run or because people support them, not just because they're the one with all the money or they're the one who is willing to, sometimes sell out the interests of the people they're representing to corporations so that they can get the money to run. So you know that that's not going to happen with Green Party candidates. We're running a grassroots campaign that is people-powered. And part of the reason that we do that is because we care about the people, we care about people's rights and quality of life, and we're not going to sell them out to corporations. And so what's really important is that when people are coming to the party, they know that they're green if they agree with the values. So our 10 key values are grassroots democracy, social justice and equal opportunity, ecological wisdom, nonviolence, and that's an important one in these days, I think, decentralization, community-based economics, feminism, respect for diversity, personal and global responsibility, and future focus and sustainability. So you see a lot of our environmental values coming through on that, our social justice and people-centered values, our views about democracy and the economy. I think keeping the economy local is something that's important, and that's something that I want to do as governor, is keep our money in Ohio. We have a lot of out-of-state corporations that are getting tax abatements and basically taking money away from our schools, our social programs. We're giving away a lot of money to big corporations that could be staying in the state. So I am a criminal defense attorney, and so one thing that I want to just mention is something that I feel is really impacting our state is some of these criminal issues. So issues of over-criminalization and incarceration. The United States has one of the highest populations per capita of incarcerated people. A lot of our prisons are privatized. We want to stop privatized prisons. Punishment should not be a business. When you're running a business, your obligation is to your stockholders to make the most money. So we see these for-profit prisons lobbying to keep certain things illegal, to keep marijuana criminalized. And they have a lobby because they don't make a profit unless their beds are filled. They're making that profit at the expense of Ohioans. We need to work on rehabilitation, make sure that people have a good education so that they're not drawn into a criminal lifestyle or poverty. We need to really empower kids, make sure that they're coming out with the tools that they need. One important part of my job is protecting the Constitution and upholding our rights under the Bill of Rights. We do have some racialized problems. Black people are more likely to have, an issue, I think, with police brutality. But the truth is, this is something that impacts all of us. This affects all of us when our police are not trained in a way to de-escalate things nonviolently. So as a green and a humanitarian, I want to promote nonviolence. Police need to be equipped with less lethal tools to use. I think that if given the choice, a lot of police officers would not want to kill someone if they had a less lethal way to deal with them. They need to be trained in nonviolent communication and de-escalation. A lot of situations can be de-escalated, and you can prevent a tragedy from happening by using nonviolent de-escalation, and also look at hostage negotiation tactics where the goal is to prevent the loss of life. I think that is extremely important.